wise as I am impressions mannerisms wise.
Oh, so you're saying that you're good at like physically embodying someone more than like vocally embodying someone.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly.
I get you. I get that.
Yeah. You're flushing when I'm pooping.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of flushing poop, did you see the last podcast episode?
I did not.
You didn't? So you
No.
didn't hear the poop knife story?
No.
No, you didn't?
No.
Do I need to fill you in on the poop knife story? Is this a good way to start the episode?
Do tell, do tell. Wait, are we in banter? All
We're
right.
bantering a little bit. We're
What?
bantering. Yeah, we're gonna banter a little bit. Yeah.
Wow.
Coming live from our rooms.
Coming live from our rooms.
The first ever virtual podcast, I believe.
So,
Yep,
Deej,
the
what is the
first
guest
ever.
gonna be? What's the guest gonna be seeing? Is it this? What we're looking at, kind of?
Yeah, what we're looking at is what everybody's going to be seeing. We're going to be seeing each other. In fact, actually,
Okay.
the one camera that you guys are seeing, that's not the camera that they're seeing. They get to see my beautiful face on my really nice camera. Yeah. Because you guys aren't as cool as me.
Oh, that makes sense. I get it.
So we're going to deal with a bit of a connection issues today. So I'm just going to say that straight away if that does happen.
It is a bit of a different vibe and atmosphere, though. You know, like you don't have that face-to-face.
It is different
energy.
Yeah, but good nonetheless.
There's a ton of podcasts that do it though. Like Smartless, one of the most popular podcasts in the world, is 100% virtual. I'm pretty sure.
Really?
Oh, really? Can you even tell?
No, you can't. They've got. It's like I didn't even know until like watching it for a while.
I bet they all have their own personal recording setups and stuff, so then they can easily do that. But I mean, when you're doing it just straight off of Zoom or Discord or Skype, RIP, just got killed.
Did it really? I didn't know
that. Yeah. Fun fact.
Honestly, I didn't even know it was still alive until I got killed.
Yeah, I stopped using it a while ago.
They did revive Club Penguin.
Actually, yes and no. It wasn't revived by Disney, who owned it. There was something called Club Penguin Rewritten, which was made by fans, but then that was taken down by Disney.
Oh,
now it's like Club Penguin Legacy.
No, that thing is completely different. Or maybe Club Penguin. Maybe this is something I haven't heard of. Maybe it's a new. Club Penguin's back.
I will say I made a very poor choice today. Do you guys want to hear?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Okay, so Shill just brought home a beautiful 2 pies of kuchen. You know what kuchen is, Siege?
No, what is that?
Jack, how do you explain kuchen?
It's like imagine a mix between a pudding and a pie.
And a cheesecake.
And a cheesecake, but it all leans more towards the solid side.
Okay.
It's a chilled delicacy.
Yeah, cool. Imagine like a chilled like almost like if flan was a pie.
Yes. Yep. I think it is a custard.
I think it is custard per se.
So anyways,
it's a German dish.
So yeah, I ate some of that up today, and it was amazing.
South Dakota.
Yep. I ate some of that today.
Flavors like cherry, peach, poppy seed.
You even know what kuchen is now. All right.
Okay. Sorry, Eddie. Continue.
So
you can get it in all sorts of places, but mainly the original.
Okay, name any other place that you can get it. Name any other place.
The original place gotta be from Freeman. It's gotta be from Schmeckfest. That's where it originated from.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Or did you just make that up?
No, I don't know where it's from. I think it's just German.
Okay, Eddie, you were telling a story.
Oh, so we have all this.
Jack, would you shut up? Would you shut up for like he's gotta go get his pork chops. Eddie, would you?
Get him out of here so I can talk.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, so we had now we have all this amazing dessert in the house, right? So I go out tonight and I play a quick round of golf, and on my way home, I see someone's Snapchat story and I see that they posted crumble cookie. And I was like, oh, out of nowhere, I was just like, I'm gonna get some crumble cookie. I go and I buy the 4-pack, for $20 or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah.
And I buy that and I bring it back home and I set it on a table and I look, I'm like, crap, we have 2 kuchen pies. Like, that's just poor money management, and it's not good calories. It's just
I've been
dumb
there.
thinking.
I've been there.
Like, there's no way I'm gonna get through all that crumble before it starts to get stale either. Like, what am I?
You have to like bounce back and forth, and then they'll equally get bad at the same time, and then you won't
What
feel
I'm gonna
as
have to
horrible
do is
for wasting
I'm
one
gonna
whole
have to
thing.
delegate some of the food to my roommates. Making like I'm gonna start and that'll get me good brownie points. A roommate brownie points. They'll be like, oh wow, I didn't bring in free food. I'm gonna make sure to get him back sometime.
That's so smart. So,
yes, I did just move into a new casa.
Yes, you did just move. So where is your what's your address? What's your social? What's your what is everything?
Okay, so I will say we moved all the way to the east side of Sioux Falls, and I've lived on the west side of Sioux Falls my entire life. T.
Whoa, you're on the east side. That's crazy.
Dude, as far east as you can think. So it's like a 30-minute drive just to get, where I need to be going. And it's really frustrating. And so I'm still learning the time management of that,
That's gotta be so fun. So fun.
Well,
Hey,
don't you just hate driving?
I love driving, but it's more so the people in Sioux Falls that I hate.
Oh, the drivers are getting worse and worse, see, Joe.
They are. We should roll this intro really quick. Welcome.
What?
Well,
there's connectivity error.
Welcome back to Daylight Boomin', episode 27. Welcome. Welcome back to Daylight Boomin'.
Jack, you're our leg and you're way behind us.
He's way behind.
Chicken is a dish that you can get.
Okay, all right. Yes, thank you guys so much for joining us today.
Club Penguin?
Yeah, we were talking about Club Penguin and
my poor decision.
Poor decisions at the golf place, and buying a lot of sweets and crumble cookies and just a whole lot of everything. I wanted to ask you guys, how's your weeks?
Good. Very busy.
I would say it's been good. I've noticed this week especially, I'm growing an unhealthy relationship with food.
Yeah, I'm trying to steady out my relationship with food because it's been unhealthy for a while.
It's like an angry ex, I just go back and I eat it all up and then I feel guilty.
I get you.
And then you kick it to the curb and then you find yourself crawling back.
You find yourself with a gun in your mouth.
Jeez.
Instead of a gun, it's a half a roll of cookie dough.
Oh,
I got edible cookie dough. That's how low I am right now.
Huh?
I got edible cookie dough.
You got edible cookie dough? That is actually
that's how much rock bottom I've hit.
I just get normal cookie dough and I eat it like a bad person, and if I get sick, I get sick.
Let's talk about the depths of gluttony. So
I'm in the depth.
Tell me why. What drives you to eat?
So it's a coping mechanism, and and one of the things. My stomach feels like an empty void being the 20-year-old man I am. It's like no matter how much I try filling it with, it's still hungry. It still needs that, that motor. What's that called, Siege? It's something for my mouth to do,
yeah, I get you.
I'm eating pretzels.
You need to stay busy. You need it. It's a fixation. That's what it's called. Yeah.
Fixation, exactly. Yeah. And so now it's starting to bleed into like my job at the pro shop where I sit behind the desk. It's like, oh, I could run and grab some trail mix and just start eating. And so I'm just noticing these patterns, these things that I need to be kind of weary of.
Mm-hmm. How about gum or a toothpick?
I should start getting into gum. That's a great idea.
Try gum. Or you could do suckers. They're at least way less in calories,
Yeah, at least you can string out your time with a sucker.
Right. True. Yeah.
It may be 8 calories, but that's over, 30 minutes.
Right. And hey, I'm there with you. I love candy, trail mix, Snickers, Twix, whatever you got. I'll eat it. But I'm there.
What is your guys' What's your biggest vice when it comes to food? Mine is right now Nutella. Like I'll just eat a spoonful of it.
That's crazy. I don't know.
You ever do
What's
2
yours,
spoonfuls?
Huh?
You ever do 2 spoonfuls?
Two?
I think I probably got a double dip. One time when I was really at my lowest, I took one of those frosted sugar cookies, you know, that you see at the front of Walmart. I took one of those, put Nutella on it, and then stacked it with it.
No. That's
Did you-
disgusting. Was it
It was
good?
so good. Oh.
I'll
So
say
good.
this.
Maybe I have to try it.
My biggest, just all sweets. Any sweets, and I am there.
Yeah,
Like,
me too. I'm
no
so
hesitation. Yeah, I think all 3 of us are pretty big sweet tooths.
yeah.
Like,
I've got just like
cinnamon roll.
under my nightstand. I've got just a concoction of different snacks like candy. I've got like cosmic brownies. I've got there's even like chips and like savory snacks. Like
Well, and
I've
you
always got them
always, like,
on me.
grab-
You know.
You grab the best stuff from the gas station too. Whenever you have like a film day or something, come in with like a tall Arizona and then like a sweet tarts.
Man, I do have what's best. You know what? Actually, I've been on a kick lately. Is like the like chewable Airhead ball, the Airhead bites.
Oh, yeah.
Those are
Yeah.
so good.
Okay. Airheads is a very underrated candy. I would venture to say it is the most underrated of the fruit realmed candies.
Yes, I certainly agree. Airhead is as like a gummy, chewy
Yeah.
like type candy. It's so and the taste is immaculate.
You know what I
It's
kind
a
of like?
much better taffy than a Laffy Taffy.
Yeah.
What I love about the Airhead is the grittiness of it. I love that sugary grit that it has to it.
Yes. And actually, Fruity Tooties are another like fruity one that I feel like are a perfect candy.
I love a fruity tootie. But here's the thing with the fruity tootie. I wish they made them in bigger sizes because you never feel like you can get enough.
Yes.
See, do you remember that one time the 4 of us, it was us 3, and we went to the snowman's house, and he had a bag of fruity tooties, literally this big. We mouthed through the whole bag while watching a documentary, and it was not enough.
It wasn't. You know how Tootsie Rolls makes the giant like Tootsie Roll things? They need to do that with Fruity Tootie.
Those
if you're watching,
hard to work through though. Like when you have like the one that looks like a chub, like just
like the poop log.
Yes, the log.
And like you were mowing through like 3 of those. By the end, you're like,
yeah.
Are you talking Tootsie Rolls?
Normal Tootsie Rolls, I can't do a lot of. I can do like a few, but then I get tired of them.
Does it want to be chocolate? Does it want to be a taffy?
Yeah.
Does it want to be a Tootsie?
It kind of tastes like the worst version of all 3.
Yeah, actually. Like, it's such a mid snack. It's like lower tier mid.
Yeah, 100%.
But if you got one, I guess I'll have it.
Going back to Airheads, though. Going back to Airheads, have you noticed now, like, when you unwrap, like, a long Airhead, they're getting shorter and shorter. Like, they cut you off, it's like half of the package.
They are.
What is that deal? There's so much air, it's like a Lay's bag.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can do that with it. You should not be able to do that with it, where it's flinging back and forth.
Yeah.
You know what's kind of fun about the Airhead, though? There's different ways to eat it, especially when you get the long ones. I like when it has that ridge kind of right going down the middle, and maybe you put the ridge and you kind of, maybe you fold the Airhead over in your mouth, and then you kind of bite down on the fold. I love that.
It starts to lose its structural integrity as you're working it.
Yep, and you kind of work it through like those taffy pulling machine videos.
Yeah.
So
satisfying.
Have you guys seen that guy who like makes the hard candies and like behind like a counter, and he has like the corny little jokes the whole time?
Oh, and
yeah.
you know when they're like stretching it so thin.
Yeah, and then he throws it over the thing, and he keeps like pulling it.
Yeah, and he has like a little quip for every single thing that he does, and like no one laughs at it.
I'd be laughing.
And this is for you. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Anyone take up bowling? No, it's a guitar.
Yeah, and everybody's like, we want the candy. Just just make it.
Quit dancing, clown.
Quit
Who's
dancing.
in the rodeo?
What about like fruit roll-ups or fruit by the foot?
Oh, I love a fruit roll-up and a fruit by the foot.
Fruit by the foot's better. It's more fun than a fruit roll-up for sure.
You know what always
I think-
confused me is like it feels like they should be named opposite. Fruit roll up is like the square, but the fruit by the foot is like the long thing that's actually rolled up when you get it.
Whereas the fruit square is more like a square foot.
Right.
If I was laying down vinyl flooring, I would be buying fruit by the foot. I think that fruit roll up has better flavor than a fruit by the foot.
Aren't
but
they
a
the
fruit by
same?
It's really not as fun.
Aren't they the same? Like the
No.
taste wise?
No, I think fruit by the foot is a little bit more on the waxy side, which I still love. I love a fruit by the foot.
You
but
know
I think,
what? You're right.
I disagree. I would say the fruit roll up, it has way less give than a fruit by the foot. Fruit roll up, you got to work it. That's waxier.
I disagree. I'm saying the fruit roll up is more of a vinyl texture to it. More of a vinyl coated gloss.
The
Whereas
fruit
the other
roll
one's
up being the one that is actually a square foot.
You're right. Whereas the roll up is more of a raw matte finish.
Right.
Where it's you
guys know how like the three horsemen of that crew is like, in the variety bags you get the fruit roll up, the fruit by the foot, and the gushers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should all take one and battle them.
Oh.
All right, how about this? Let's do a snack battle quick. Do you guys have snacks on hand that you could grab?
Yes. Yeah, I'll find something.
I'm gonna go grab a snack.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, yo.
Your backpack.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Nobody, yeah, I'll tell you this much. When we get to episode 99 or maybe 100 or maybe even 50, we should talk about and review our little rap battle, our little spat that we had in high school.
We do a commentary on it.
Yeah, do a little commentary. Maybe watch the videos in a podcast episode and talk about them.
I think we should do a Slick Trigger commentary on the commentary.
Oh my gosh, that's a horrible idea.
What?
Like 10 years later or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
Big
great idea.
Jalen.
Jeez, Jalen.
And he's like, we have to add the big in there.
All right, I'll start. I have returning from a previous episode. The strawberry smoothie cowtail. I'll show it here for everybody at home. It's a good one. It's fantastic. But now show me your guys's.
Wait, you're gonna be battling with that?
I'm gonna be battling with this.
Okay, I have two. This is my first one. If you guys say that this is not snacky enough, I totally get that. I have a backup. I brought a backup.
Okay.
But I brought sliced mangoes.
That's not snacky. That's not snacky enough for me.
Okay. I brought cookie thins.
Okay.
It's
a cookie. It's a thin cookie.
I did not walk the aisle.
Hitting all ends of the spectrum there.
He's trying to feel better about the fact that he's gorging himself with food.
Gotta balance it out with some mango.
All right, Jack, what do you got?
So I've actually got some really interesting snacks at the pad right now, but I went with a powerhouse one. I wasn't messing around with this thing. I brought what I believe to be the greatest candy of all time.
Wow.
Beating out the Reese. I'm going to put that off the table right out of the gate. I love a Reese, but it comes in second to me for this candy. That's right, the peanut M&M.
Oh, those are pretty good.
I love the peanut M&M. Now, I don't like these bags because they give you 3 of them, but at large, you just can't stop eating them.
Can I say my piece?
Yes, please do.
As a child, I hated peanut M&Ms, but when I grew to become a young adult in my teenage years, I learned to love them, and they really are a superior M&M. And like in recent years, I know we've gotten the caramel and the pretzel M&Ms, and I think that those are all fine and good and dandy, and they have their place. But the peanut M&M is just I love it. I love the peanut M&M. I'm a big fan.
I would say the peanut M&M is arguably my least favorite.
Wow.
Whoa. Why? Why?
I
Where
think
did you go wrong?
too much peanut. The chocolate is different than the normal chocolate M&M. There's too much. Yeah, it's too much peanut to chocolate. The ratio is way off.
I disagree. I think the
On
peanut.
top of that, those make you feel way more sick than any other M&M.
No, they will not. I think the peanut. Is
yeah,
the perfect
I kind of agree with Eddie because if I have a full actual bag of those, I will feel sick.
You're down. You're down and out for the night.
I actually feel more nourished than when I eat.
Lying.
Yeah, I've had to take 2 days of work off after eating a little fun-sized baggie of the peanut.
You know,
That's
there's
extreme.
There's been people that have gone years on surviving nothing but peanut M&Ms.
Is that true?
The peanut M&Ms, it leaves you with sustenance. It's got nutrition to it.
I don't believe that.
It's packed with protein. And here's the fun part.
Wait, you just had the bag. Can you read the nutritional facts to us?
I can. Oh, it's the mini one. It does not have it.
Not for individual sale.
Let's go into that. Yeah, I have no hydrogenated oil. So
I've only got 120 calories per serving. There's only one serving per one piece, and this is only one piece, so it's only 120 calories.
Oh yeah, you can take on 6 of these for 130 calories.
Yeah, well, guess what? There's 3 grams of protein in a peanut M&M serving size.
Wow.
And guess how
much gram of protein in one serving size, please?
There's 1 gram of protein in this.
And guess how many M&Ms you get per serving size? 12 whole M&Ms.
Who's eating only 12? You know.
Well, I'm not. I'm eating much more than 12 because they're delicious. And here's what I love: not every M&M is the same. Sometimes you get one with a little bit more chocolate on it, with a little less peanut, and you get that extra chocolate.
You get a bad nut though. You get a bad nut often.
I never get a bad nut, and even when I do, it's more of a roasted nut than anything. And on top of that, I love getting a little peanut. Maybe you get a little peanut stuck in the back of your tooth, and then later on in the day,
you're a fan of that?
It gives you something to work on, and then you get a little surprise, a little treat. You feel a little sense of accomplishment when you dig that out of there with your tongue.
That's truly ridiculous.
Jack's whole argument for why popcorn's the best at movies because he likes digging it out of his teeth afterwards.
You know,
I love popcorn
I'm
though.
Into the popcorn train.
That's ridiculous. I think popcorn's amazing. It needs to be very bad for you though. It needs to be full of butter and salt.
Have you guys seen any movies in the theater lately?
I wish.
The Minecraft movie.
Really? You saw the Minecraft movie? And what were your
thoughts? The last one I saw was Monkey.
I want to see that still. And I need to probably, I don't know if it went to streaming. Jack, how was the Minecraft movie?
Have you seen it yet, Joe?
No, I want to. I need to know if it's like worth. Like a part of me when the first trailer, like when the hinting was there, I was like, yes. And then the trailer came out. I was like, no. But now that it's been out, I'm kind of like willing to give it a shot. What were your thoughts?
Okay, here's my. So I'm the only one here that's seen it.
Yeah.
Ed, you haven't seen it? No. I think if you're a Minecraft purist, you will not like
vanilla Minecraft purist.
Right. If you're just like, if you want just pure Minecraft, you're not going to get it. If you just are in for a wild ride that's like, this is a crazy movie that happens to involve some Minecraft in it, then you're going to love it. And I went in as a Minecraft purist. Now, I do still think that would be awesome. There's part of me that really wants it to just be a Minecraft movie. But the other part of me is like, they really had fun with it. Like they just had fun. You can tell there's parts where they just didn't care at all. They just went for it, and the way they said stuff, it was hilarious.
Is that what they should have done though? Made fun of it? Like, shouldn't they have? I mean, it's the best-selling game in history now, ever.
I think on a second watch, I would enjoy it more than a first watch, actually.
Really? Because why? Because of the memes, or because of how cringy? Like, the imagination.
No, my expectations.
Oh, your expectation. Oh, because they were.
I just didn't know what to think going, or I kind of had an idea, and then it ended up being something different, but kind of in in a fun way. So I think I would enjoy it on second watch.
Huh.
How about you, CJ? You seen any movies in the theater lately?
Yes, I saw Sinners over the weekend. Oh my gosh, it was so good. Definitely recommend it.
I'm hearing people say it's not good, as good as everyone's saying.
I had a great time. I thought like from beginning to end it was filled with a lot of story, and I mean, I don't know if you heard Min's opinion on it in the last episode. He didn't think it was great, but I liked it a lot. I thought that it was super deep and impactful, and there's a lot of like heritage and culture in the film, and just some really interesting sequences. There's a shot or two that reference some other horror films, and just cool little nods like that, and the way that the vampires work in the film was neat, and how they had to ask to be invited in, like that being a very strong point in the plot of how they kind of figured out that they were vampires, stuff like that, like very human stuff. Like if we were dealing with vampires, I feel like that's something that we would have to catch on. And why are you not just walking in my house? Why are you standing at the doorway and demanding that I invite you in? That's a little sus, more human.
That's fun. That's interesting. I like that sort of stuff when they're clever with it. They write themselves kind of into a corner. They have to be like that's what Breaking Bad does so good. Is Vince Gilligan and his crew that wrote it? They wrote themselves into so many corners that he like finessed his way out of. If that makes any sense.
Yes. Yeah.
Prime example being like when Walt and Jesse are in the RV and Hank finds it.
Yes.
And they have to fake Marie getting in the car crash,
and then that becomes a whole thing. And
yeah, it's it very well because it is a risk to write yourself in a corner, because there's always the option of taking the cheap way out.
Right.
Exactly. You can always write a cheap way out, and I don't feel like they ever do in Breaking Bad.
No.
Yeah, it's insane.
And
I think I've definitely noticed more than anything there's a slight cheesiness to the show, upon a third rewatch, because I'm just rewatching it again for the third time. And maybe it's because I'm a little older and it's aged a bit, but like it does have a slight cheesiness to it. But I think it's attractive,
I feel like if you rewatch anything enough, there's gonna be a slight cheesiness to it.
Right. Yep.
There's Kuchen, and it's got peach, it's got cherry.
Thank you guys so much for watching today's episode of Daylight Boomin'. Hopefully next episode we're in person. Hopefully this was good enough content for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to check out Ed Unruh on his YouTube and his Instagram. Check out Jack on his Instagram and, Daylight Boomin' and, Late Night Boomin'. And hey, Jack, really quick, if spots are still available, you want to tell the everybody about Boombox before we go?
Yes. Sign up for Boombox. Link in description. Only 60 spots available.
How do you get a link in the description?
I'll send it to CJ. CJ has a link, I think.
Yeah.
If you're between the ages of 18 and 30, you can enter to play this crazy, wild game, and you'll have the chance to win something if you are in.
And this is happening in the Sioux Falls area. So if you're in the Sioux Falls area,
Metro at Trey Ministries.
Yes. Link in the description.
Yeah, all the details will be down there.
All the details, all the deets. And don't forget to go get your merch at badaboomcrew.com/shop.
And check out Pittsburgh.
No, shut up.